Hurry. Aaron Johnson in the backfield, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. McKee going to roll out to his right. Now he tucks it, wants to cut it back. He's got nowhere to go. He's taken down. And he's taken down on the outside. I mean, it doesn't matter. They want to funnel it to the middle, Jim, but it doesn't matter. He can go outside, inside. He's got nowhere to go.
Right, and McClellan now back in at quarterback. So really, that's exactly what they do. They work from the outside and funnel in to the middle, and that's exactly where they got caught. And once again, a big loss on the play.
Nicholas McClellan in at signal caller. 7 rushes for minus 28 yards. Now he wants to throw. He's being pressured, throws it, and it's nearly intercepted. Almost picked off again, and that would have been Ja'Cory Love playing defense there.
Now you got the 2 number 3s, kind of jawing a little bit, but great defense on that side of it. And once again, they're making Liberty North, it doesn't matter what quarterback is in, they're making that quarterback run for their ever-loving lives right now. That's how much pressure they are putting on the edges of this CBC offense.
McClellan just tucks it this time and runs, and he runs into a wall on 3rd down and very long. And we are getting a little chippy here, aren't we, Jim?
You know what the thing is, guys, everybody's got to remember something. You're playing in the state championship. Yes, we're getting after it. We're being physical. But, you don't need to throw your arms out in the air. You don't need to do those types of things. Make the play, go to the huddle, and get ready to go the next time. You don't need to do any of that stuff, not in the state championship game.
CBC's going to punt it. They have Jeremiah McClellan back there to punt. And now the officials will blow it dead. I think there's going to be a timeout CBC because they were not lined up right.
No, they didn't have enough players on the field. They only had 10 players. And you saw one of the players running to get in, and by the time he would have gotten in place, it would have been too late. There would have either been an illegal substitution call or a delay of game call.
So Cawthron was late arriving on 4th and 14, and I got to be honest, Jim, I think Jeremiah McClellan might be tempted to try to do something here. He knows it's late. They're down 17.
Maybe, but you know what? I hate to say it. Liberty North's defense has just been lights out. And I'm going to tell you right now, you look over at that far side, you see their defensive staff talking it over with their players. They're going to be ready for something. They'll probably won't put somebody deep, or they'll put them kind of halfway just in case that they do try to throw something out of the playbook at them.
24-7, 8:28 to go here in the Class 6 Show Me Bowl. McClellan back to punt. The snap goes to him. He runs it to the left, and he's going to keep it. He's to the 20. Can they bottle him up? They do. He will not get the line to make. And just what we thought, McClellan trying to do something, which you understand, the Ohio State product comes up about 5 yards short on 4th and 14.
Yeah, you called it. And that's what we talked about. You just put somebody midway back and you play your safety defense, and that's exactly what they did. Kept him in front of the sticks, and now turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. The ball will be at the 30-yard line.
Want to remind you fans one last time, you can purchase your own copy of today's championship. After the broadcast has ended, click the hands off, and it's Barnett breaking it on the right side. He will get into the end zone for the touchdown. A 30-yard scamper for Barnett. He goes over 100 yards, and Liberty North now leads it 30-7.
They sealed the edge. They ran the play fundamentally the way you draw it up, and you're going to see. Look, here's the edge set. Gets through. Now you've got great downfield blocking. Kicks in the second level, and once he kicks into that second gear, ain't nobody catching him downfield.
Renfro out there to kick the extra point. And if it wasn't there already, that could be the final step toward a state title for Liberty North. And as Jim said at the beginning of the broadcast, they said it's our time. We've worked our butts off to get this, and not just get here, but to finally knock down this door and win this title.
And, here's the other thing, too, Bo. If they can hold on here, it'll be the first time in quite a while that the state championship has gone back to the western part of the state. Because it's been over in St. Louis for the last bunch of years between, when you look at, CBC having a run with it. Then you had some DeSmet, with it a couple times. I think the last time I was there was 4 years ago, when Ray-Pac beat DeSmet, because that was the COVID year, because that's when the game was down at Atkins Stadium in Jefferson City.
Right. Boy, that's when the championships were all over. We had some at Blair Oaks, some at Jeff City.
You went up to Chillicothe for the 8 man, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, right. And had to do it with a mask on. I remember that very well.
Absolutely. I remember that down at Atkins Stadium. It was literally me, Corey Riggs, and that was it in our booth. They wouldn't let anybody else. I mean,
you had to be on separate sides.
Yeah. So really weird time, but I mean, you're looking at a long stretch, of the state championship in the big class going back to Kansas City.
Renfro has it teed up. 8:12 to go here in the fourth. Liberty North a little bit closer to a state title. And catching that one and just staying. And again, we get some more back and forth here. And again, the officials and the coaches are going to have to get in there and say, hey, we don't need this stuff. Just go play football for 8 more minutes.
Right. I understand the frustration. I get it. But you don't want to do this on this stage in a state championship. And it goes both ways on this one.
Yeah.
You want to end it the way it should be ended, celebrating, the winning team, and just doing it the right way.
So after the fair catch, Cadets will start with it. And they'll have it on their own 35-yard line. That's McKee back in there. And McKee hands it off, and thankfully he did. He's going to get he's going to draw a flag, however.
Yeah, he's going to draw a roughing the passer call on Jay Ross. I mean, Jay Ross came in untouched from the backside, handoff, and McKee just absolutely got shellacked in the backfield.
And McKee's walking off over here near the 25-yard line. Take a look at this. Here comes Ross right there.
Oh, and he hit him in the helmet, right in the ear hole. And so it should be a walk-off, and the official, our white hat's going to make it now.
Targeting.
Yep.
And number 18
that's an ejection.
Ejection.
So Ross has been ejected from the ball game.
Targeting on the defense. Number 18's ejected.
Not the way you want to end your state championship game. And it's the correct call. It was head-to-head, helmet-to-helmet, Jim.
Right. No, without a doubt. Absolutely the correct call. And he hit him right in the ear hole.
Yeah, he did.
And you cannot do that.
So Jay Ross is now out of the game. I'm not sure if he gets to stay on the sideline. I know in college you have to be escorted to the locker room, don't you?
Right, but no, they changed the rule that you don't have to leave the bench area. You just cannot re-enter the game. And a lot of that has to do with because you need an adult in the locker room. And a nice pitch and catch to McClellan.
Yeah, McClellan catches a long one. And coming up lame is the man who threw it. I think it was Jaquise Williams. I'm trying to find that. The man who's down is the one who threw the pass. Oh, that's McClellan down there.
Yeah, you see the CBC bench coming out. And a timeout called, I believe. Yeah, and a shot to, and I just got a note, anytime there's a helmet-to-helmet contact, it is a flagrant foul, so that is an automatic ejection. So good call by the officials. They nailed it on that one. And, you hate to see the young man go, but when you're making a rush like that, you got to make sure you're getting down and you're not going after the head. So, lesson learned for this young man moving on to college the next year.
And so now it's Nicholas McClellan back in there at quarterback. He stands at the 25, hands it off on the sweep, and it's Alex Morris. He's going to get maybe a yard as he ran to the left. For Morris, that's going to be his 7th carry, just 19 yards. By the way, Barnett of Liberty North went over 100 yards with that touchdown run. McClellan looks, he wants to throw, rolls a little bit to his left, now points, gets around a man, and then is tackled after a 3-yard gain.
And they're going to keep the clock running. Good job in pursuit over on the far side. Making the tackle, it's going to be Brendan Petrin for the Eagles.
Nicholas McClellan has carried the ball 9 times, and he's still in negative yardage. 9 carries, minus 20 yards. And again, 3rd down and 5, but 4-down territory. McClellan wants to go up the middle, gets up the middle, and falls his way forward to the 15.
So now it's going to be 4th down, and once again, there's no decision here. It's 4th down. You're rolling for it. And now you look at McClellan, and his bell seemed to be rung a little bit as he's looking, as he's holding his head.
Brendan Petrin in on the stop there. Yeah, this has been a rough and tumble game, no doubt about it.
Yeah, this has been physical on both sides, both teams getting after it. Liberty North has just been terrific defensively all night long, limited CBC so far to under 200 yards total offense.
McClellan throwing to Jeremiah McClellan, and the ball comes out. It's incomplete on 4th down.
Yeah, double coverage. They bracketed him in the end zone and just not able to get the ball to him. And it'll be turnover on down, so Liberty North will take over 1st and 10.
Cole Young, there is a penalty flag down. Hold the phone.
It's over on the far side.
It's an ineligible man downfield.
That penalty's declined. 1st down, Liberty North.
Liberty North will take over. 6:19 to go here in the 4th. They'll take over on their own 15-yard line, leading 31-7. That was, by the way, Cole Young again on defense. He's got 2 picks and some great coverage.
Well, they haven't changed their philosophy, even though they're up 31-7. They haven't changed the game plan. They haven't changed the philosophy. We're going to double McClellan anywhere he is on the field, and that's why he had somebody in front, somebody behind, and they're just not giving him a window to catch a lot of passes.
And back to the ground for the Eagles. It's Micah Joe Barnett. He'll pick up a couple. And more importantly, if you're an Eagle fan or somebody with the Eagles, the clock continues to run until they stop it here for an injury. One of the cadets is down.
And we have an official timeout on the field as they tend to the injured player.
I think it's Zackie Smith.
Get a chance to take a look here in a second. But, before we get too far into this, a lot of thank yous. Jason West, Scott Liddy for all of their help on the media coordination side. Dr. Jennifer Ruckstead, Lou Mazzacco, who, he's in charge of football, and he just puts in hours upon hours of work when it comes to making sure that the football playoffs run the way that they should, and really the whole mission staff. I mean, just, this whole fall, it's one of the heaviest that they have throughout the year, and a lot of time on the road, a lot of time away from their families. But the job that they do for our student athletes here in the state of Missouri is unbelievable. So hats off to all the Misha folks that have just been terrific, in putting all these state championships together.
Yeah, they're not easy to do, and when the championships come, it seems like there's one after another every weekend. you're gone somewhere new, and we really salute them and salute all the people that make this possible, especially even our crew on MSHSAA.
Oh, yeah, without these guys, I mean, look at what these folks have worked through this weekend. I mean,
Especially Sarah down on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've worked their butts off in rain, in wind, in cold temperatures. They've been terrific and given us some really, really phenomenal looks at the action down on the field while we sit up here nice and warm high above Faroe Field.
Thanks to Grant and Tyler as well. The clock has begun to run again. It's 2nd down and 7. It's Tillman Martin waiting on the snap. He'll hand it off to Barnett. Barnett tries the left side. Not much doing. He'll get it near the 20-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down. But again, more importantly, the clock just runs and is melting away as we approach 5 minutes to go here in the Class 6 title game.
Yeah, once again, you're going to let the clock run. You don't have to panic. You don't have to worry. And once again, back when I coached, a situation like this, we always had one coach. His sole responsibility, once that clock hit 5, you give him the wind, and you're ready to roll. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're not going to run a play until there's at least 5 seconds on the play clock.
They snapped that one with 3. Martin wants to throw, and he wants to go deep. He's got a man, and it's caught at the 40, 30, 20. And this is Smith going to go all the way to the end zone. Keelan Smith off to the races. And the exclamation point for the Eagles. Martin to Smith again.
Yeah, Smith able to get behind the coverage and then hit that second speed. He gets into the end zone. Wow, what a way to finish things off for Keelan Smith. 4 catches, 133 yards, a pair of touchdowns. And ladies and gentlemen, that may be the icing on the cake for Liberty North. Finally getting the Class 6 championship.
An 80-yard touchdown strike from Martin to Smith. Had the extra point, and it's 38-7 Eagles over the Cadets. We'll keep it here with 4:35 to go.
And we're going to have a flag down. And, I have a feeling you're going to get an unsportsmanlike or a, personal foul called right here. The way that the back judge came back and threw that flag.
Passing play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Number 53 is ejected.
Wow. So you heard it. That was on CBC because it was on the defense. Number 53 has been ejected. That's Sean Carbons, the junior defensive tackle.
So not sure what the deal was on that, but you saw the back judge came flying out with the flag. So not sure exactly what happened on that, but yes, that's second player of the night ejected, one for each team, here in the contest.
And at this point, you just hope the last 4:35 melts off the clock without somebody getting hurt or somebody doing something really stupid.
That's the key. If you're both coaches, you just tell the kids 4:35, go out and play, enjoy the last 4 minutes of the season, and let's get out of here. And that's what you want to do. But here's the thing: you look at these ejections. If these were underclassmen, now they're going to have to sit the first game next year because it carries over.
Absolutely, and that was a junior that we just said. Jay Ross is a senior, the one who was ejected for Liberty North.
Right, but the coaches need to remind their kids about that. If you do something silly here, you're going to be out for the first game next year. And the way that these teams have been bulking up their early season schedules, Game 1 is just as important as Game 9. So you can't afford any silliness to go on right now.
38 unanswered points by Liberty North after CBC took a 7-0 lead. 4:35 to go. It's going to be Nicholas McClellan back at the quarterback position. Takes the snap, runs forward, gains maybe a yard. Nope, back to the line of scrimmage, and he's wrestled down.
Yeah, this defense, they're just, they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now.
They're teeing off, aren't they?
They're going. And once again, that's how you're coached. Still some of the starters out there. I'm sure they're going to start rotating some of the younger kids in, let them have an opportunity.
So 2nd down and 10. Clock runs 4 minutes. They'll hand it off. Nothing doing. In fact, a loss on the play. Handed it off to Courtney Rivers. And Rivers lost the yard.
Once again, you talk about a team that has been building to this moment. 2 years ago, CBC defeated this Liberty North team. Last year, state semifinal, CBC did it again. You knew what this Liberty North team wanted to do. They kept saying all year long, it's our time. Well, they have proved it tonight here on Faroe Field.
On 3rd down, McClellan dancing around, throws it, and McClellan got hit hard, and it's going to be 4th down. McClellan still down.
And once again, you could see the discussion, and now we've got another flag, and
you can see some of the CBC coaches again.
Right, they're trying to control everything.
And I think
Scott Pingle that's out
right
there having a discussion right now.
And I think he's saying, hey, you can't let them tee off on my guys. And now we got a little bit of a fracas going on. And again, the officials getting in the way.
Right. And
Liberty North needs to go to its sideline.
Yep. They need to get control of this right now. You hate for a state championship game, especially the last game of the year, to end this way.
There's not really much for us to say. There's just a lot of frustration for CBC. I see somebody throwing their helmet on the bench.
Yeah, you can't do that. And the head referee is trying to get everybody off the field. And honestly, if I'm him, I'm bringing both coaches together and basically saying, guys, 3:15 to go. Talk to your kids. We need this. We need this to finish up in the correct way.
Tim Luckenhoff will talk to us here because there is a flag down.
Oh, there's multiple flags down right now.
And you see some...
Personal foul on the offense. Dead ball, personal foul on the offense.
And it looks like...
Doesn't seem like there were any ejections.
Just personal fouls. And again, just want to make sure that everybody takes control here. That's the main thing. Is you don't want this ugly scene. You don't want this the way to end this game. Just 3:15 to go in a 31-point ball game. You get that things are going to boil over.
And
I think they may call this game.
I think they may have.
They have. They are not going to play the final 3:15. They are just going to say this ball game is over, and Liberty North wins the state title in Class 6. Again, you've been doing this a long time. You see things you never thought you'd see, but that's it. They'll take the final 3:15 off, and the Eagles will hoist the trophy, defeating CBC 38-7.
Wow, I've never seen this. But here's the thing:
are they going to shake hands?
No, I guarantee
don't think so
you
either.
that is not going to happen. I cannot believe this just happened, but I believe it's the right decision.
Yes,
I absolutely believe it's the right decision. But I'm going to tell you right now, there are going to be repercussions that are going to take place out of this.
Both teams.
This isn't going to be a one-way street. Both teams are going to be held accountable for behaviors.
Absolutely. Liberty North is going to celebrate right now, as well they should. They should be proud of what they accomplished.
Yeah, they finally got the win that they've been wanting over the last 2 years. And you can see over on the far side, the Liberty North head coach, Andrew Learman having a discussion with his kids. Scott Pingle talking it over with his kids right now. And just a great performance. You want to celebrate the positives. And Liberty North really did a terrific job in, just winning the ball game. They won the battles that they needed to win. Their defense did a terrific job. Their offense got it cooking on all cylinders. You got to celebrate that. And once again, they're going to keep everybody out here. Well, you go ahead, Bo. Check out what's going on there. I'll hear from Scott Lundy real quick.
So both teams are still on the field because they probably will have the trophy presentation. For sure they'll have it for Liberty North. It's just a matter of CBC staying on and getting the runner-up trophy, which we will have that for you when the PA announcer comes overhead.
And once again, just a terrific job by Liberty North. What a terrific year for them. But what a great year for CBC.
No doubt.
They start the season off with 2 losses in the first 5 games, and then they were able to do what they do, and that's just win football games. And it's great for them to get here. But unfortunately, things just got to a point at the end. It was a pressure cooker, Bo, and
sure.
It was ready to blow. And so I think everybody made the right decision to go ahead and just let's get this thing over with. Let's give the trophies away, and let's get everybody off the field before anything else happens.
And they're going to stay on each sideline here. They're going to make sure that these two don't mix it up anymore. They mixed it up again.
Well, once again,
and here's this runner-up trophy.
How about a round of applause for the 2023 Class 6 runners-up, the cadets of Christian Brothers College High School. Now for the championship goes to Liberty North High School.